Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Y'all, my eyes look kind of weird because I don't know where my lash glue went. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. And it feels so weird not having no lashes on, but you know what? We gonna get through that. The message I heard is presence of God now. Know now, hinder your fears. The scripture comes from Lamentations 3:37 through 57. This it's a long scripture. Who can speak and have it happen? If the Lord has not decreed it, is it not from the mouth of the Most High that both calamities and good things come? Why should the living complain when punished for their sins? Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord. Let us lift up our hearts and our hands to God in heaven and say, we have sinned and rebelled, and you have not forgiven. You have covered yourself with anger and pursued us. You have slain without pity. You have covered yourself with a cloud so that no prayer can get through. You have made us scum and refuse among the nations. All our enemies have opened their mouths wide against us. We have suffered terror and pitfalls, ruin and destruction. Streams of tears flow from my eyes because my people are destroyed. My eyes will flow unceasingly without relief until the Lord looks down from heaven and sees. What I see brings grief to my soul because of all the women of my city. Those who were my enemies without cause hunted me like a bird. They tried to end my life in a pit and threw stones at me. The waters closed over my head, and I thought I was about to perish. I called on your name, Lord, from the depths of the pit. You heard my plea. Do not close your ears to my cry for relief. You came near when I called you, and you said, do not fear. God said once again, okay, presence of God now, okay, and no, now hinder your fears. God is saying that for somebody, there is something that you are terrified of. Maybe you really do feel like you are in danger. Maybe you really feel like there is somebody that is after you. There's somebody trying to attack you, regardless if this person is physically trying to attack you, or if this is someone that is trying to attack you spiritually, or if they are trying to attack like your finances. They're trying to I hear blasphemy, like somebody is speaking a lot of evil gossip against somebody, and they're trying to ruin their reputation. They're trying to tear them down. They may be trying to tear their business apart. They may be trying to keep them, like hinder them from doing what they need to do. God said, okay, God said, y'all see I got the Savage shirt on. God told me to tell you, hinder your fears. If you go through that battle head first, you will receive what you are seeking, okay? And it's not to say that God is not with you. It's not to say that God is not there for you. It's not to say that God is not going to help you get through this. But it is to say that God is saying, if I do everything for you, then how will you ever be able to endure the things to come? You know, bigger levels, bigger devils. So I told y'all I have experienced so many times. Okay, every time you girl, okay, when I was a makeup artist, when I was modeling, when I was doing commentary on TV shows and movies and things like that, doing reviews, there's always going to be a group of people that you can either see them as your community and your family, or you will see them as competition. And it's vice versa, okay? They can either see you as community, family, or they can see you as competition. Now, doing what I'm doing now, okay, being a prophet, I never imagined that there will be any kind of competition, that anybody will be trying to shoot slugs to anybody, that anybody will be trying to go against anybody, you know, because in reality, all we are doing is giving God's children. We are giving God, my husband trying to get up and he moving the camera around. We're giving God's children the word. Okay, we are relaying messages from God to his children. And we are trying to save as many people as we can and keep people from being thrown into the fire. Now, why anybody would be trying to compete with anybody else is beyond me. I can't stand. I have no clue. I'm confused. I don't understand. What are we competing for? We all go like, you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to be with God. Okay. I just know. I just want to get my wings. I just know I want to be in heaven with my Father when it all comes down to it. I'm not trying to win an award. I'm not trying to be the best known. I'm not trying to be the one that did it the best or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that God has given me. There are specific people that are going to come and watch my videos. There are specific people that my messages are for. It's not going to hit home for everybody, and that's okay. And I just feel like God is saying that in whatever you do, there's always going to be someone that is going to feel as though um they are trying to compete with you, or they're trying to be better than you, or they think this, they think they are trying to knock you down, or they're trying to do this. But if you never figure out how to overcome that, then you're always going to be in a position to where you are feeling as though you're being attacked. You know, it's always going to be somebody. It's always going to be somebody. I remember at one point in time I had did a cosplay of, what's his name? The Joker. I did a cosplay of the Joker, okay? And I remember it was this clique of girls that was doing Harley Quinn. They, like, all of them, they just kept doing Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn. I was like, man, I'm not about to do Harley Quinn. I'm the Joker. What's good, okay? And they got mad. They blocked me from all the little beauty groups I was in that they were in, and I was just like, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. Okay, you feel some kind of way, that's fine. But I just, like, you know, I was being different and I was being me. Okay, I'm not finna try to jump on the same bandwagon as everybody else, and it is what it is. And you know, I could have took that two different, one or two ways. I could have did what I did and just kept it pushing, like, oh well, you know what I'm saying, um I'll do the whole what is it called, the MC, am I right, the MC?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the
Wait,
whole
mm, yeah, wait, Marvel, MCU,
DC.
DCU,
Yeah, DCU. I'll do the whole DCU, okay, and then turn around and do the other one. I forgot what the other one, but that Marvel, okay, and then do Marvel. Or I could, you know, sit there and cry and try to contact everybody that I possibly can and beg them to let me back in and die, die, die. I said, forget all that. I'm gonna make my own little group, okay? And we gonna keep it pushing. We're not finna stress out about that. We're not finna. I'm not about to sweat. I'm not gonna allow that to sweat me. Okay, because in reality, it is what it is. You know, you cannot. We cannot control how other people feel about us. We cannot control nobody else's actions. We can't control what nobody else do. The only thing we can control is how we react to what they did. And that's it. Because in reality, even when somebody is messing with you deliberately messing with you, they deliberately trying to get a reaction out of you. If you react in a negative way, okay, like somebody constantly poking you, they keep poking, they keep poking, they keep poking, you know that's annoying. And you get so annoyed that eventually you just turn around and punch them in the eye. You look like the bad person, because in reality they was just poking you, they wasn't really hurting you like that, but you just punched them and you just hurt them. And it's like, you look bad, but in reality you just reacting to them. But you have to check how you react to people. Are you going to continuously allow this person to keep poking you? Are you going to, you know, turn your back on that and just keep going? um and I don't feel like this is God saying that you have to sit there and just deal with somebody treating you bad all the time. And in some cases, it's a way to react. Sometimes I have realized, sometimes we allow a beef between, like, when two people have a problem with each other, but they don't want to address the problem, it makes the problem worse. than if somebody just say straight up, yo, stop, okay? Stop. I know what you're doing. I'm going to ask you to stop. I'm asking you to your face. Stop, 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 stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, okay? And then just get the, and it's just handled. And it can even be handled in a cordial manner. Like, you don't have to become someone's enemy just to get an understanding with them. And I feel like God is saying, it says, let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord. Let us lift up our hearts and our hands to God in heaven and say, we have sinned and rebelled, and you have not forgiven. Sometimes, in some cases, God is saying that there is something that you need to change about yourself. And it doesn't always mean that you just altogether are an awful person, but maybe there is something about your reaction that God wants to change. Because you can't get to a position to where you like the CEO of a company, or you are someone that is meeting a lot of people, or like you're the face of a company and you're meeting a lot of people and you're doing a lot of things, and you get there and you like somebody does one little itty bitty thing that you don't like, and you just going off on everybody. You just made the whole company look bad. The whole company looks bad because of your reaction. So God is saying that whatever this is that is causing you to be like, God, I need you now, I need you now, I need you now. God is saying, hinder your fears. God is already there with you. He didn't leave. He is saying he wants you to realize that this fear can cause you problems in the long run. And I know me, I have a problem. I already told you I've been having problems with my anger for a long time, but I have been working really hard, and I'm very proud of myself because I have just been like I've been shocking myself. And it's just like, I realized that sometimes I get very frustrated because it's like God will tell me early on, you can probably go get tested today. And I'd be like, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And when it happened, I'd be so bad. But I can't even get mad because a lot of times God does let me know beforehand. And yeah, okay. God is saying that you have to go through this. All of our enemies have opened our mouths wide against us. We have suffered terror and pitfalls, ruin and destruction. Streams of tears flow down my eyes because my people are destroyed. God is saying that just because your success grows does not mean that you will no longer have enemies. It just because you are receiving blessings from God, just because your dreams are coming into fruition, just because the things that you have always prayed for are now manifested in your life, it does not mean that all of a sudden you don't have no problems no more. It does not mean that all of a sudden everything is going to be perfect. There is never going to be a time when everything is going to be perfect. So get that out your head. I'm not saying that. I know when I say that, a lot of people get upset, people get mad, and it is what it is. I would prefer to tell you the truth than to sit here and lie and say that there's going to be one day that your life is going to be perfect. Perfection comes when we are with our Father in heaven. Like, to keep it real, like it's not, nobody is perfect down here. Nobody is perfect down here. Nobody, 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 nobody. No matter how wonderful they make their life look, no matter how wonderful they dress themselves up, no matter how wonderful they perceive themselves to be. You know what I'm saying? In reality, there are some people that are, faking the fuck. And that's just what it is. And it's just like God is saying, he does not want you to be caught up in an illusion of believing that just because your dreams are becoming a reality, that everything is going to be perfect. Okay. I realize a lot of my dreams have become a reality, but everything is not perfect. And I have also accepted the fact that everything, like, there's never going to be a moment when everything is going to be perfect, and that's okay. That's okay. It, like, having problems in our life and solving those problems are a part of our journey here. It's a part of what we are doing here. To be honest, I'm gonna speak for myself and say that if everything was just perfect every single day, nothing went wrong every single day, everything was right every single day, everything, like it will get very repetitive and it'll probably get a little boring. Okay. Yeah, it probably get a little boring. Just like episode of Rick and Morty when the dinosaurs came back and took over and the humans no longer had to work, everybody's retired. Nobody has to worry about doing anything. You don't have to cook no more. You don't have to clean no more. You don't have to take out the trash. Nobody has to work. Everybody can basically just do whatever they want to. Everybody was bored. Everybody was bored. Everybody was sick of it. And it's just like, there's no, like, that's just that's the point. Okay, God is saying please stop running from your problems, please stop running from your tests, please stop running from the things that God is bringing to you. And God is bringing you to this because it is preparing you for something else. If you can get through this, you can get through anything. If you can accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish right now, if you could go ahead and accomplish that, you figure out how to accomplish that, you will be able to accomplish more in the future. Because like I said, new levels, new devils. Last thing I'm gonna say, I remember when I started modeling, I was very upset because I wanted people to help me. I wanted someone to come. I first of all, okay, when I started my business, I didn't want to be the model. I wanted other models, but I couldn't find people to model for me. I got over that. I was like, okay, I'll be the model. Then I couldn't find anyone to be the photographer, so I had to be the photographer and the model. Couldn't find anybody to edit the pictures, so I had to edit the pictures. I had to model. I had to take the pictures. I had to do my own makeup. I had to get my own outfit together, get myself dressed, recheck everything, make sure everything was perfect. It was a lot of hard work. It was very stressful. I had to put my own backdrop up, get my own set together, everything, get my own props, all that. All that. I actually used to have a little book where I would plan out every single photo shoot. I would do exactly what I was be wearing, exactly what backdrop I would be using. Like I planned all this stuff out to keep myself organized. And it was very hard. It was very frustrating. However, after I had money to where I could afford to have a photographer and to go somewhere and get the pictures taken, all that kind of stuff, I was like, I got this. Okay. And when I lost that money and I didn't have money to get anybody to do anything and I had to do everything myself all over again, I was like, I got this. Okay. And long story short, if you are in a position to where you are dependent on someone else to help you with everything you have to do, regardless if it pertains to your business, to your life, or whatever it is, God is saying that you are going to be dependent on someone else doing that forever. Just like when I did my second website, I originally hired someone to create my website, but every time I checked up on it, it was nothing like what I wanted it to look like. It really made me very upset, and I told them to release my domain name to me, shut that website down, and I'm gonna do it myself. I did it myself. I did it exactly how I wanted it to be, and I now know how to create my own website. I don't need to pay nobody to do nothing, and I have been creating my own website for so long that it's nothing for me to just go on there and get that together real quick. And it's not to say that it's just so hard, but I'm just, I just feel like God is saying, if you avoid doing this, if you avoid whatever this battle is, you yourself are you're putting yourself in a position to where you will have um a harder time in the long run. Whatever it is that you have to accomplish right now, once again, do not fear. You came near when I called you and you said, do not fear. God is saying, do not fear. You, Lord, took up my case. You redeemed my life. Lord, you have seen the wrong done to me. Uphold my cause. You have seen the depth of their vengeance and their plots against me. God is saying that like he sees everything and you don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about them, okay? Um and this is not to say, okay, because I did see somebody say in a past video about the husband and what he was doing, and it was directed towards the side piece, and it was like, oh, so God is getting on the side piece but he's not gonna get on the husband. Yeah, he gonna get on the husband too. Yes, God got spoke for everybody, but it wasn't about him. It don't have nothing to do with, we're not talking to him, we talking to the side piece. That video, like, that was directed towards the woman that is interfering in a marriage. Now, that don't mean that God does not have his foot on this husband's neck. 9 out of 10, God got his foot on the husband's neck, and he know God got his foot on his neck. And it's going to take for him to realize, okay, I need to stop playing around and take my vows seriously. For but that, like, what I'm saying, it's like, it's different. That's just like, this video is not exactly telling you exactly what God is going to do with whomever is coming against you and what is going to happen to them and all of that. Like, God is saying, don't worry about all that, just know that he got that. Know that he got that. But what he is saying, he does not want you to be in a position to where you are, every time something happened, every little thing that happened, and whatever it is that you're doing, you get scared and you hide. God said, if you don't stop hiding and turn around, because God did not create you and put you in this position and tell you to do whatever it is that he has you doing right now, for you to be trying to run and hide and be scared. Stop being scared and stop hiding. Because God would not put you through anything that you are not strong enough to get through, okay? And that's the message, okay? God says, hinder your fears. Stop being scared. If you don't get through this, you'll have a hard time in the future, because everything that you have going on now, God is plans on tripling it. I hear quadruple. This is just the beginning for you. You're not at your max level. You're not at your best yet. Even if you feel like you accomplished everything, God said you haven't seen nothing yet. And if you can't get through what you got going on right now, you for sure gonna have problems in the future. So go ahead and come on, David. Get your stone and knock Goliath down so you can keep it pushing, because you got other things to do. David wasn't a king yet when he did that. You have other fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry than what you got in front of you, but you got to get through this first. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody that joined me for my live. Okay, again today, I be so nervous, y'all. Like, I be so nervous, y'all. I don't like. I'm so shy. Okay, and it's just. But anywho, thank you for joining me, y'all. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you to everybody that donates. I love you guys to bits and pieces. Thank you to everybody that got me something for me and my husband's wedding. We really appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Okay, deuces.